Mike Epps, from comedy legend to Hollywood's most controversial star. You ever notice how the funniest people on screen sometimes hide the darkest secrets off it? That's exactly the story of Mike Epps, a man who made the world laugh with his wild characters but ended up trapped in a storm of scandals, addictions, and heartbreak. Guns at airports, messy divorces, cocaine confessions, his life has been a roller coaster of glory and chaos. And the question is, has Mike Epps finally found redemption? Or is he just living under a spotlight that hides the truth? Before the fame, Mike wasn't the man cracking jokes in front of sold-out arenas. He was just a kid from Indianapolis, born on the 18th of November 1970, in a rough neighborhood where drugs and violence ruled the streets. His father walked out early, leaving his mother, Mary Reed, to raise the family on her own. Money was always tight, bills stacked up, and Mike grew up watching struggle through the window and living it at home. By 16, he'd already been expelled from high school, drifting into small-time hustling just to survive. In his world, you were either tough or you were the punchline. But ironically, laughter saved him. At 15, Mike started cracking jokes with friends, imitating voices, and telling street stories that had everyone rolling. Teachers said he could stop a whole class with just one joke, though he usually got punished right after. By 20, his mom moved him to New York, and that's where the game changed. He walked into the cutthroat world of stand-up comedy, where you either made the crowd laugh or you got booed off stage. That's where Mike sharpened his survival instincts, joke by joke, night after night. His big break came when he landed on Def Comedy Jam, the same platform that launched legends. Suddenly, the unknown kid from Indy was a rising face in comedy. But the real turning point came in 2000. Ice Cube picked him to replace Chris Tucker in Next Friday. Overnight, Mike went from struggling comic to Hollywood star. The movie cost just $11 million, but raked in $57 million, and Mike's character, Day Day, became a fan favorite. Hollywood wanted more, and Mike delivered with Friday After Next, All About the Benjamins, and even indie projects like Meet the Blacks, which turned a $900,000 budget into $9 million at the box office. But while the spotlight was bright, the shadows in his personal life were darker. Scandal after scandal chipped away at his reputation. The first major blow? His marriage. In 2006, Mike married actress Michelle McCain, and together they looked like Hollywood's golden couple. But behind closed doors, things were falling apart. By 2016, Michelle filed for divorce, accusing him of cheating. The spark that lit the fire? Screenshots of Mike DMing a young woman, calling her cutie and asking to meet up. And the twist, it was Michelle herself who found the messages. Within hours, the screenshots were everywhere. The internet exploded. Suddenly, Mike wasn't just the funny husband on the red carpet. He was the punchline of a cheating scandal. The divorce turned ugly fast. Michelle demanded over $100,000 a month in spousal and child support. Mike fought back, saying it was unrealistic. But by 2017, the court ruled he'd pay $25,000 in spousal support plus $15,000 in child support every month, on top of private school costs. Add to that his ex getting a cut of residuals from hits like The Hangover and Girls Trip, and the tabloids had a field day. Mike Epps drives a Rolls-Royce but can't afford his kids? Headlines mocked him endlessly. His image as a family man? Shattered. 3 years later, he tried to rewrite his love story. In 2019, he married TV producer Kyra Robinson in a $1 million wedding by the beach. Celebrities showed up, photos went viral, and for a moment, it looked like a fairy tale. But soon, fans noticed Kyra deleting photos and posting cryptic messages about trust. Rumors of cracks spread quickly, and once again, Mike's love life became a guessing game for the public. And while love was messy, money was even messier. Mike was known for flashing wealth mansions, luxury cars, even buying up whole blocks of houses in Atlanta. But then, reports surfaced that he owed the IRS $2.6 million in back taxes. Suddenly, his luxury lifestyle looked less like success and more like a house of cards ready to collapse. But the darkest confession came straight from Mike himself. On a podcast, he admitted he'd battled cocaine addiction for years. He said, most of the movies fans loved, he filmed while high. He remembered breaking down crying in Ice Cube's trailer before shooting scenes, unable to control himself. Coke wasn't just a drug for him, it was his escape from survivor's guilt. As he put it, I destroyed myself just to get more attention. Those words cut deeper than any scandal. And yet, he owned it. He admitted his demons, sought therapy, and started giving back, opening a free boxing gym in Indianapolis and restoring old houses in his community. But just when it seemed like redemption was possible, another headline dropped guns at the airport. Not once, but twice. In 2017, and again in 2019, TSA agents caught Mike with a loaded handgun in his carry-on at Indianapolis Airport. The first time, people gave him the benefit of the doubt. The second time, fans called it reckless. Tabloids roasted him, and promoters quietly canceled shows. His reputation took another hit. And if that wasn't enough, Mike stirred drama with his own words. Back in 2014, he flat out said, "Kevin Hart is not funny." At the time, Kevin was Hollywood's golden boy, headlining blockbuster after blockbuster. Fans turned the feud into a circus, with Mike and Kevin trading jabs on Twitter. Some called it jealousy, others called it honesty. But either way, it painted Mike as Hollywood's bitter rival, rather than its beloved funny man. So, where does that leave him now? At 54, Mike Epps is still on stage, still making people laugh, and still trying to prove he's more than his scandals. His latest stand-up tour sold out arenas across America, showing that fans haven't completely turned their backs on him. He's also confirmed that last Friday, the long-awaited sequel fans have begged for over 2 decades, is finally moving forward. But the big question remains. After everything, the divorces, the debts, the addictions, the arrests, can Mike Epps truly restore his legacy? Or will history remember him as the comedian who couldn't outrun his demons? One thing's for sure, Mike Epps' story isn't finished. And sometimes, the greatest punchlines come from the pain nobody sees. If you found this story eye-opening, don't forget to like this video, drop a comment with your thoughts, and subscribe for more untold stories from the spotlight. Because trust me, this one was just the beginning.